Hello, my name is Dr. Patricia Crane, and I was very privileged to study personally with Louise Hay and begin to train with her, and that ultimately became a teacher training program with workshop leader training and coach training. And today I am delighted to introduce you to Tricia Sharkey, who is the teacher trainer for Australia and New Zealand. So I'm going to start, Tricia, by asking you to just share a bit about how you found Louise's work, how you were initially motivated to take the workshop leader and coach trainings, which actually you started in 2010. So you have had a tremendous amount of experience with workshops and coaching with Louise's work. And then, how you're feeling about being a teacher trainer.
Okay. Well, thank you. 2010 was the first time I did do my training, and I did it with Susie Mulholland down in New South Wales. And then the following year, I did the coach training with you and Rick.
Right.
So that was an amazing time. And once I'd done that, it was incredible how my life just aligned and took off. But how I got to there was in 2000, my mum passed, and that was an incredible time for me. And I had to go on this inner search. And on that inner search, I wanted to explore a lot of modalities. And the first one was color therapy, and I went down a path with that. But with that, I always felt there was something missing. And I got my first Heal Your Life book in 2001. And it's not like the little white book. I actually have this one.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, which is very well, because my love of color, this is a nice one. You could see Louise's signed that for me.
Fabulous.
And so Mum dies in June of 2000, and then in March 4th, I have that book in my hands the following year. And so it really, to me, it's an amazing healing book. And as I said, when I went on, I always knew there was something missing with what I wanted to do, and it was the Heal Your Life training, because that modality, it fits in with everything. Her philosophy, her teaching, it's just such a great add to anything that you do. And I use it every single day in my work.
That is wonderful. And yes, it includes the mind, body, spiritual, emotional, everything in a wonderful, amazing package there that, as you're saying, it also adds to other modalities as well.
Oh, it does. And I got to see Louise and meet her. I've met her on 2 occasions.
Right.
I didn't get to train with her. I would have loved that, but I got to train with you. So that was just as good, let me tell you. I did a few of the I Can Do It's as well. So that's where I got to meet her.
Yes.
And there's such a diversity with all of that. And I know they're coming back in, and Heal Your Life will be present at that, won't it, this year in Tampa?
So we're definitely excited about that. And now let's talk about the training week itself. And I do want to start by saying that, the reason that we keep the training week in person, and we know that there are a lot of programs now that are online, especially as the pandemic was happening. And we made the decision to keep the training in person because we want to maintain the energy of the group, because of the depth of the training, and really how you can really learn so much more by being in person. And every single person that's come to the training since we have maintained in person has absolutely said they couldn't imagine doing it online. So it's very important for us to maintain Louise's legacy by doing it in person. And I'm going to ask Tricia to talk more about just the training week itself. What's it like?
Well, it's wonderful. And going on from what you're saying about the in-person training, the in-depth connection that you make is amazing. And feedback, the wisdom that is shared during that week. And it's not always in the classroom, it can be at lunch and someone else saying something. And so, yes, you facilitate the training, but I feel like every one of us that comes in as a teacher and a student, and doing that in person, it just affords you that, and that's incredible. We always start the week on a Saturday night, and we come together, and I love to ask everyone what's brought them there, because everyone comes for their own personal healing, or they want to become a teacher. But it's like whatever you're there for, and I think honouring that is a wonderful thing, and it just gives people a chance to connect. And then the next 2 days, we actually do the 2-day workshop. Some of the people have come, and I noticed the last one I taught that there was a few that hadn't done the 2-day workshop. So that was profound for them, you know, to have done it. And for others that have done it, I mean, you can do this 2-day workshop many, many times, because it's like an onion layer, and you just keep peeling back, and there's always something there to learn. So those first 2 days are amazing for everybody. And then the next day we usually peel down and talk about how that was and how you go about teaching it. Throughout the week, there's so much more that we do with mind-body connection and prosperity. And one of the things I've always loved, and I can say this with my hand on my heart, is the meditations that we get to do in class.
Yeah.
Because that, especially on the Friday, the last day when we do the meditation, and, you know, it's about your future, that just opened up a new path for me. And I often look back at that as what I wrote. Yeah, it's really meant a lot to me. And that's why I can see the difference, because it had dream big, you know, and it was about going, and I got a diamond as a gift, and it was that multifaceted. And as I said, it really drove me and motivated me. And we have, what else can I say? We do the marketing, so everyone gets an opportunity to speak from that. And that's also great about being in person, because having different age groups, people have different things and ideas that they can share with others. And that's great, you know. And I feel that the experience that people have, and being able to talk from all different levels in what works for them, is it's a plus, it's a bonus. Because by the time you walk away from this course, and I know with all of my students, they were ready to go out and teach. They felt very, very confident.
That is great. Well, and let's talk about too, just, you know, the basics of getting people enrolled in it. I know the dates. Tell us the dates that you have. Also, people are always interested in what the cost is, and I know you have a discount date as well.
I do. So the course dates are from the 15th to the 22nd of July. It's going to be held in Cairns, which is North Queensland. So for those who are in Southern Australia, where it's really, really cold at this time of year, it's like coming to a paradise. The cost is $4,695. It's the same as it was last year. And if people pay an early bird discount of $755 by the 22nd of April, I'll give the discount of $200. So that was a $755 deposit. Sorry, I think I said discount, but they get a $200 discount off the course.
And they need to register by April 22nd.
Yes.
So
April 22nd.
Okay. And the website is healyourlifetraining.com.au. So they can go there and get the brochure, get more information. And I know we also have the brochure up on our Heal Your Life Training Facebook page right now.
Wonderful.
So it's up on that. Yeah. Now,
and I'm
I'm
always open to chat too. So if people want to send through their phone number and they'd like to talk to me personally, I'll just make a time and be available. Because often people like to ask questions, and I like to assure them of what they're going to receive.
Absolutely. You know, we get a lot of feedback about how great our follow-up is, because we don't just wave people out the door and say, have a nice life. You know, we're really, really committed to having the people who come to the training really get out there and share Louise's work. And I know you've gotten some great feedback from your trainees. And then we have some overall Heal Your Life Worldwide information too. So how about talking a little bit about the follow-up that you offer?
Well, the follow-up, as you know, is also with you guys. And what an incredible team. You know, you and Rick and Christy, and I know you have another young girl in the background as well that does a lot of stuff. The availability of that, and the continuous support and encouragement that comes in the emails to follow. And plus, you know, I'm always here too. I send out stuff as well, and always available. And that's one thing that I've recognized with the Heal Your Life Worldwide, is the sense of community, the sense of family, and really being heard and taken care of. Like, you're not just a number. You're not forgotten about. You've got a real home to come to. And you know, there's also Facebook sites, and if you've got questions, you can go on there, or you know, anything you want to know about. And I think that this is probably the best. Heal Your Life program is the best in the world for follow-up.
Thank you. And we really do call it a Heal Your Life family. People feel like that, when they've done the training and they come to the end of that week, like they truly do have another family. And then they add people all over the world to it as well. And it's amazing how universal Louise's work is, because we've got people in 72 countries that have done the Heal Your Life training. So it really is, it's quite amazing.
Oh, it
And one
really
thing
is.
I also want to talk about personally is just what happened when Louise first approved the training. It was with a hug and a handshake, which was great. But as time went on and the business life and things like Facebook and Instagram were becoming more and more popular, and also Louise did a Heal Your Life, the movie. And so Hay House decided that they wanted to trademark Heal Your Life and You Can Heal Your Life. And the trademark lawyer called myself and my husband, Rick, and said, we're proposing a licensing program so that your trainees would be the ones besides Hay House to be able to use those trademarks. And what do you think? And of course, what do you think we said? We said, we think that sounds wonderful. So the absolute licensing program started in 2009. And there is a $99 US fee per year for that. We have not changed that since 2009, despite all the inflation, et cetera, and changes in prices. And that includes you on a Heal Your Life Workshops website, plus all the follow-up that we do. We do free things like Canva training and things like that. So there's a lot that comes along with the licensing program afterwards. But at the training, Tricia will tell you all about that and, guide you through that. And then there's an opportunity to sign up for the licensing while you're there. So that's an important piece for the program.
And I really encourage, and as I said, it's the backup. And, with that money is also all the administration, the hours that are put in, developing websites, sending out all the emails, following up all the questions. I think it's wonderful value for money.
There is a lot to do for sure. So I truly want to encourage you, if it's in your heart, to just go for it. Just take this Heal Your Life teacher training in Queensland with Trisha. She is fabulous. She gets amazing reviews and testimonials from her trainees, and those are going to be following up in this video. So please keep watching. So what else would you like to share, Trisha?
Look, just do it is what I want to say, is come along. Come and spend the most remarkable week of your life with like-minded people that get you and understand, because most of the people that come, they want to be of service and they want to make a difference in this life. And as I say, I think we're needed more now than ever. So please, if you're thinking about it, just do it. Come and join us.
Just do it. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, it's lovely to chat with everyone, and to you, Patricia, thank you.
Person working with Trisha for so many years in so many different areas, and including the Louise Hay, all I can say is remarkable. Remarkable person, remarkable healer, remarkable teacher. I mean, I've travelled all over Australia doing many, many different courses and many different workshops, etc. I've never come across anybody as remarkable as Trisha. I highly recommend that, given the opportunity, to do the Heal Your Life with her. It is absolutely life-changing. For me, being able to maneuver my way through life, Louise Hay has really changed that. I just feel it's the best personal development and growth and learning that you could ever do. And trust me, I've searched a lot of different teachers and trainings, because I love learning and looking at all of that sort of stuff. And each time I come back to Louise Hay's.
Credit Louise's work to helping me, because I've got such a beautiful and blessed life. Like, I'm a professional hypnotherapist. I take the workshops. I've got a workshop coming up on Monday, which I'm super excited about.
Great.
And I invited 12 people. 2 of them couldn't turn up, and the 10 of them just jumped on the opportunity. So it's I've cut it down to a 1 day because I was booked up. So I had 1 day spare. So in the next 3 months, so I dedicated that 1 day to do a live workshop here in my home. So I'm really super excited about what happens because I know the magic of what
2020, and I got to do Trisha's 2-day workshop, and it was just so profound. And in my journey of community services, I always felt like the odd one out, in the sense of I didn't think the same as the other workers. And as what I've come to realize in the last 12 months is that I've always come from love. And so then doing Trisha's work, doing Trisha's a 2-day workshop and then going on to the training, it was just like life aligned. And so it's always from the heart.
When Tricia offered Heal Your Life, I've done it 3 times, and it's just been like an onion ring. Every time I can peel away something more. But definitely Tricia gives us that safe space to do it. You know, you can open your heart and release whatever you need to within her space. She is just, I can't put it into words.
Yeah.
She allows transformation of yourself. And I think with Louise's work, that's what it is to me, is that self-discovery, that inner child, loving that inner child again.
While I'm speaking, I would really love to say, Patricia, the support that everybody can get from Heal Your Life is amazing. Your staff are amazing. It is, I've been in a lot of groups and a lot of, different things, and I've got to say this is the best support
Thank you.
I've ever come across. It's generous, it's reasonable, it's so supportive. Thank you.
Yeah, I was actually surprised at how affordable it was, because I was expecting sort of 10,000 plus.
Yeah.
And the accommodation, because we were lucky because we stayed at the Hilton, and it was just fabulous. It was amazing, and the food was just incredible. The staff was amazing there. Like Trisha did such an amazing job to source that place.
And I invest money in my own personal growth. It's like what I put in is what I get out. And so that's the gift I offer to people listening today. And, the other thing is the intuition, that nudge that sometimes life has caused us not to follow. So if you're listening or you see, I'm really big on, if something comes into your view, whether it's through Facebook or whatever avenue, if it touches something within you, pay attention to that.
I would like to offer that I was one of the people that was sort of a bit hesitant about putting myself out there, but I felt like the door's opening, like opportunities knocking once. Am I going to open that door and walk through it? And can I just say, I'm so grateful I did. And it was well worth twice that amount of money.